In today's lesson, the topic I am dealing with is cables. Now, what is underground cables? An underground cables essentially consists of one or more conductors covered with suitable insulations and surrounded by a protecting cover. Although several types of cables are available, the types of cable be used depends upon the working voltage and the service requirement. In general, a cable must fulfill the following necessary requirement. First point, the first requirement of the cable is that the conductor is used in cables should be tightened stranded copper or aluminum or high conductivity. Stranding is done so that conductor may become flexible and carry more current. Next criteria of the cable is that the conductor size should be such that the cable carries a required load current without overheating and cause voltage drop within the permissible limits. Next requirement of cable is that the cable must have proper thickness of insulation in order to give the high degree of safety and reliability at the voltage for which it is designed. Next point, the cable must be provided with suitable mechanical protection so that it may carry the rough use of the laying it. Next activity of the cable is that the materials used in the manufacturer of the cable should be such that there is complete chemical and physical stability throughout the cable. Now the construction of the cable. This diagram is the cutout view of a cable. A cable is consists with different types of layers, and this inner layer is called the core. Core means the stranded conductor path, that is jute filling, that is paper, that is lead sheet, overheating, and etc. Power from the generating station is transmitted to the substation through the cable. These cables are available in single core, twin core, 3 core, 4 core, grouped according to their voltage and according to the supply system. Single core cable is used for single wire. Twin core cable is used either AC single phase system or 2-wire DC system. 3 core cable is used for 3-phase 3-wire system, and 4 core cables are used for 3-phase 4-wire system, that is the supply system. Now the core. All underground cable consists of a single 2, 3, 4 cores and of stranded aluminum or copper conductors. Generally, the material of the cable is copper or aluminum. Now, the insulation covering. To protect the cable from moisture, various types of insulators like paper, etc. are used over the conductor for low voltage cables. Impregnated paper is used in cable along with the varnished papers. Some petroleum jelly is given between the layer of the cables to avoid the possibility of spoiling the insulation due to rough handling of the cable. Now the metallic covering. This covering is added over the insulation covering to protect the entry of moisture into the insulating materials. Metallic covering is generally of lead or lead alloy, but sometimes aluminum covering is also used to reduce the weight of the cable, because we know aluminum is the lightweight, and this metal covering is used to protect the cable from the outer moistures. Next part is the beading. This is a layer of paper tape coupled with such a material which is provided over the metallic covering. Sometimes jute is also used for beading purposes. The aim of providing this layer is to keep the safe of the metal covering from the mechanical injury of the armoring during installation. Next one is the armoring. What is armoring? This part of the cable provides the mechanical protection to the cable and thus prevent the mechanical damage to the insulator of the cables. Armoring constitute of single or double layer and governed steel wire or tape. Next one is the oversheet. Oversheet is an armoring of the fibers materials whose function is to protect the armoring of the cable safe and sound. Now the underground cables. Now the classification of the cables. Underground cables may be grouped into the two main classes according to the insulation as follows. First one is the paper insulation lead covered armored cable. Next one is the polyvinyl chloride cables. Polyvinyl chloride or PVC cables are more flexible and these cables has the following property. First property, the high mechanical strength is present in PVC cables. Next, high resistance. Next, high fire resistance at high temperature. Next point, the high resistance to acid, oil and chemical effect. Next point, high dielectric strength and high insulation resistance even when dripped into the water. Well, cable is generally used in underground systems, so water is the main bad effect of the cable. To protect the cable, there are some insulating layers are present which protect the cables from the water. Next one is the high aging property of the cable. And next point, high corrosion resistance and can lay it directly underground is placed where soil is of active nature. Now the another classification of the cable. Cables can be classified as according to the voltage at the following groups. First one is the low tension cables. Low tension cables is generally used for low voltage purposes up to 1000 volt. When the voltage level is below 1000 volt, then we can use the low tension cables, and when the voltage is below 11 kV, the high tension cable or HT cables are used, and when the voltage rating of the cable is in between 22 kV to 33 kV, the super tension or ST cables are used. Above 33 kV to 66 kV, the cable is the extra high tension cable, which is also called the EHT cable. This term is very popular. And beyond 132 kV, like 132 kV, 400 kV, etc., the extra super voltage cables are generally used. Now, the capacitance of a single core cable. Capacitance effect is a vital effect of the cable. So, a single core cable can be considered to be equivalent of two long coaxial cylinders. The conductor or core of the cables is the inner cylinder, while the outer cylinder is represented by the lead sheet, which is at the earth potential. So there are two materials. One is the core or conducting material, another is the lead sheet material. Consider a single core cable with conductor diameter is d, small d. Here small d is the diameter, and the inner sheet diameter is capital D. Let the charge per meter axial length of the cable be Q coulomb, and the epsilon is the relative permittivity of the insulations. Consider a cylinder is a radius of x meter, and the axial length is 1 meter. The surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi xl into 1, that is 2 pi x into m square. Therefore, the flux density at any point P is denoted by Ex is dx by epsilon, that is equals to q by 2 pi x into epsilon, and that is also equals to the q by 2 pi epsilon 0 into epsilon r volt per meter. the work done is moving a unit positive charge from the point P through the distance dx in the direction of the electrical field is denoted by Ex into dx, that is Ex and dx. Hence, the work done is moving a unit positive charge from the conductor to sheet, which is the potential difference V between the conductor and sheet is given by, this V is given by V equals to integration of lower limit small d by 2 and upper limit capital D by 2 Ex into dx. That is equals to the integration of lower limit d by 2 and upper limit capital D by 2 q divided by 2 pi x epsilon 0 into epsilon r dx, and that is equals to q by 2 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r log base e capital D by small d. The capacitance of the cable is C equals to q by v, and that is equals to q by q divided by 2 pi epsilon 0 into epsilon r log e capital D by small b a farad per meter, and that is equals to 2 pi epsilon 0 into epsilon r divided by log e capital D by small d farad per meter, and that is equals to the ER into 41.4 log base 10 capital D by small d into 10 to the power minus 9 farad per meter. If the cable has a length L meters, then the capacitance of the cable is C equals to epsilon r into small l divided by 41.4 log base 10 capital D by small d into 10 to the power minus 9 farad. Now the problem. A single core cable has a conductor diameter of 1 centimeters and internal sheet diameter of 1.8 centimeter. If impregnated paper is relative permittivity 4 is used as the insulation, calculate the capacitance for 1 kilometer length of the cable. Now here the capacitance C is denoted by epsilon r into small l divided by 41.4 log base 10 capital D by small d into 10 to the power minus 9 farad. Here the epsilon r equals to 4 and the capital D equals to 1.8 and small l equals to 1000 meter and small d equals to 1 centimeter. Now the substituting these values in the above expression, we can get C equals to 4 into 1000 divided by 41.4 log base 10 into 1.8 by 8 into 10 to the power minus 9 farad, and that is equals to 0.378 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad, and that is also equals to the 0.378 microfarad.